Hey guys, what is up? Takeshi here, and today I'm going to be doing a tutorial on how to solve the 3x3 Rubik's Cube. So, the cube I will be using today is a GAN's 356. If you don't know what that is, do not worry, it's just another cube. So the first thing you really need to know about a cube is all the pieces. And so I have a disassembled Rubik's Cube over here, and this demonstrates all of the centers. So as you can see, the centers are fixed and actually do not change spots. So this yellow could never mix with the red. And although they are fixed, they can spin and move around. So these centers here. Okay, so the next part is the edge piece. So, if we bring in our cube here, you can see this is an edge piece here. And this edge piece, it can flip, as I will show. So, this edge piece is flipped. So the next piece we'll be moving on to is the centers. They always have 3 colors on them, and they always go in between their centers. So blue goes with blue, yellow goes with yellow, and red goes with red. So way of recognition, so this would need to go here. And so they do get disorientated. So this one, if I went like this, it wouldn't work. So yeah. So all of the other pieces move except for the center pieces. Okay, so before we start this tutorial, I'm going to need to teach you how to follow notation. So, as you can see from the letters above the screen, I'm going to follow this algorithm. It is U, R, U inverted, R inverted. The R symbol means you rotate the right side clockwise, and the R with the little speech mark next to it means to move it counterclockwise. And so same for every single other face. So if it was U, it'd mean to move it clockwise. U with that little speech mark is counterclockwise. And so yeah. So, the method I will be teaching you is a layer by layer method. And so, this means that you will be solving a cross, and then the corners, edges, these 4 here, and then orient the whole last layer, and then permute the last layer. And so, this is 5 steps, which are really easy to remember. Only a couple algorithms, and so yeah, and a link will in the description for all the algorithms that are required, and also a picture to help you recognize them. So the first step, and in this step you will be solving a cross on the white side, and what this cross is every single edge on one side will be in the correct position. So this edge piece corresponds with the center, and etc. So let's go ahead and scramble this. Okay, so it's all nice and scrambled, and let's just make it a bit harder. Okay, so now it's all nice and scrambled, and we're ready to start. So there is a really easy way to solve the cross without messing it up every single time. So what you want to do is you want to find all your white edge pieces. So there's 2 here, and there's 1 here, and 1 there. So what we want to do is put them on the top face opposite to the white. So in this case it's yellow. So I would move this to the top, and this to the top, and this to the top, and where's that other one? And here. So I'd move it so that we don't screw up all of these when we do it like this, and move it into here. So we've got all that done. So a few other cases that you may find is that it's here, and so you're not going to be able to put it up because it's not on this side. And so what you want to do is just move it to either side and then move it into position at the top. Or you have an edge piece that's already on the bottom, and another case you'll have is where you have one edge piece that's already in the white face. And so what you want to do is just bring this to the top by doing this, and so you've got a top. So once you have every single white edge piece on the top, you're gonna want to find an edge piece that is lined up with its center. So in this case we already have 2, and that is alright. It doesn't matter if you don't have any. If you don't have any, you will have to keep on turning the face and find if any edge corresponds with its center. So okay, we'll just use this one. So what we want to do is move it to the bottom, and so we have a part of our cross done, and it also fits in nicely, so this is in my right position. So let's find another one. So this is now in the right position above its correct place, and so you just want to move it down to the bottom. Now, so this one's already in the right place, so let's move it down, and final piece of the cross, move it down to here. So that's your cross done. Okay, so the next step of solving the white face is to do the corners. And so what you want to do is find a white corner. So we have 2 here and 1 here, and that's probably all we need to know. So this is the first case. So you have a white that's facing to the right, and so if this is the case, then you're just gonna want to do this R, U, R inverted, and that'll put it in. I would refrain from learning this as an algorithm because it is a lot more complex and it makes you confused. So just learn it as muscle memory. So just put it in like this. So you put this, it's facing to the right, and do this. Put it in. Or you can simply just move it to the side, move the left side up, put it in place, then move it back down. Your choice. I personally find this easier because it's a lot more fluid. So, where is the next piece? So we have one here, and this is the second case. You already have a corner in place, but it is not in the right position. So you're going to want to take it out, replace the edge piece, and then find where it really goes. Okay, so it goes here. So now, this brings us to the third case, which is there's a white facing us. And so what we want to do is move it out of the way, bring your edge up, put it in place, and then bring it back down. So again, we move it out of the way, put our edge piece out, put the corner in place, then put it down. Or you could just do this algorithm. F inverted, F inverted, U inverted, F. So that puts it in place. I personally find this easier because it is, again, more fluid. So let's put that in. And okay, so as we can see, we have a corner in place again. So we're going to want to take it out and see where it really goes. Okay, that brings us to the fourth case. Now what this is the white is facing to the top, and we can't put it in like this because it is not facing to the right, or we can't put it in like this because it's not facing to us. Okay, so back to where we were. So what we want to do is do R, U2, R inverted. And so that basically just rotates it clockwise. So if we do it again, so one more time, R, U2, R inverted. Again, I would recommend you learn it as muscle memory, not as an algorithm, because it is a lot more confusing. So, and now you have the first case again, which you can simply put it in. Now, for the last one, we have it again, so we're gonna move it out, then place it back in like the first case. And so boom, you've done your first layer. Congratulations. Okay, so you solved your first layer. What we want to do now is find and solve these 4 edge pieces. So the edge pieces that you look for are either going to be in the top face or the middle face, in the middle layer, sorry. And so the way to know where pieces go is that if it does not have yellow on it. If it has yellow on it, it means that it belongs in the top face. Okay, so this piece doesn't have yellow on it. This piece does. Okay, so all these 3 pieces do. And so that means all of our other pieces are inside the middle layer. So, as we can see, we already have an edge lined up. And this is what you're going to want to look for. You're going to want to look for an edge that is lined up with its center. Either like this, pretend this green is here and lined up, or like this. And so, if it is lined up like this, so what you're going to want to do, if it's lined up like this, is U, R, U inverted, R inverted, U inverted, F inverted, U, F. So, as you can see, that inserted the edge. And so let's see if we can find another one. Okay, same case. U, R, U inverted, R inverted, U inverted, F inverted, U, F. Now, so let's see. Okay, so this one lines up here. U, R, U inverted, R inverted, F, U inverted, F inverted, U. Okay, now for the last case. As you can see, this edge does not match up with the front face, and it matches up with the right face. So what we want to do is this algorithm: U inverted, F inverted, U, F, U, R, U inverted, R inverted. So you've successfully solved the second layer. We're going to want to do this: lowercase f, R, U, R inverted, U inverted, F. Okay, and so that will make a cross, and that's what we want. Okay, so another case you will have is no edge pieces oriented correctly. So you'll have just one center piece, or you may have surrounding corners. So what you want to do is just F, R, U, R inverted, U inverted, F. Now you're going to want to do it again. Lowercase f, R, U, R inverted, U inverted, lowercase f inverted. So now you've got the cross. So, the third case you'll have is a line. And what you want to do is just F, R, U, R inverted, U inverted, F. And now you have the cross. Okay, so once you have your cross, you're going to have many cases, but as long as you have the cross, it's fine. So if you have this case where you have two corners that aren't oriented correctly, from any place you're going to want to do this algorithm. R inverted, U2, R, U, R inverted, U, R. And what this algorithm does is rotate 3 corners clockwise. So this is going, if I were to do this algorithm again, this yellow would be facing towards me, this yellow would be facing towards the left, and this yellow will be in the correct position. And that's what we want to do. So let's do it again. R inverted, U2, R, U, R inverted, U, R. And this is what we want. A kind of fish shape, as you can see here. There's the head and the tail. And so we have 3 corners that are not oriented correctly. So once you have this case, you're going to do the algorithm 2 times because the yellow is facing towards me. R inverted, U2, R, U, R, U, R. And so now we've moved each corner clockwise. Now for the second time. R inverted, U2, R, U, R inverted, U, R. And congratulations, you've just solved the whole of orientating the last layer. So every time you have 2 corners missing, you're going to want to put it on the right side and do the same algorithm. And now, if you have your cross from any place, you're going to do the same algorithm. Now, as we can see, we did that incorrectly. So we're going to do the same algorithm. Going to get the cross again and choose a new perspective. So this one's going to go here. This one's going to go here. This will be in the right place. This will be in the right place, and this won't be in the right place. So that would be incorrect. So it will leave us with these 2. So we'll do this. And okay. And so now we have our fish shape. So once you've oriented the whole of the last layer, you're going to want to permute it. Permuting is when you get all the last pieces in the correct place. And so we're going to want to look for headlights. Headlights are when you have 2 correct corners and 1 incorrect edge. And so we can see we have a headlight here. And we're going to want to put this on the back and do this algorithm. R inverted, F, R inverted, back to R, F inverted, R inverted, back to R2. And so we've successfully got 3 headlights. And so from here, we're going to want to do this algorithm if this green needs to go clockwise. So R, U inverted, R, U, R, U, R, U inverted, R inverted, U inverted, R2. And so you solve the cube. Okay, so if you have this case in which you do not have any headlights from any position, you're going to want to do this algorithm. R inverted, F, R inverted, back to R, F inverted, R inverted, back to R2. And so you've created 1 pair of headlights. And so you put it at the back and then do the same algorithm. R inverted, F, R inverted, back to R, F inverted, R inverted, back to R2. And so you've got 3 headlights. Okay, if the edge piece in the middle cannot go clockwise, then you're going to want to do this algorithm. It's exactly the same as this algorithm, except on the other side. So, L inverted, U, L inverted, U inverted, L inverted, U inverted, L inverted, U, L, U, L2. And so, you've solved the cube. Okay guys, so now I'm going to do a couple demonstration solves just to show you how well it works. Okay, so inspection time. I'll be starting to make the cross on the top and then put it down on the bottom. Okay. So as you can see, I've made the cross on top and now I'm starting to put it down at the bottom. Okay, so I'm putting all the edges in, finding the right piece. Okay. So okay, so that solve was 55 seconds, not too bad for beginner's method. And so yeah, okay, I'll do another solve. So let's go ahead and scramble this up. Yep. Okay, so it looks like we have an easy case here. Okay, so it really helps to memorize the color scheme as well, because then you can improve your time for the cross. Oh yeah, one thing I forgot to mention was that if you already have an edge piece that's in the right place, oh, it's in the place but it's flipped, just do the same algorithm to put it in and it'll take it out and it should flip it. Okay, well, that was a 46-second solve, and so yeah, thanks guys for watching, and I hope you enjoyed. Okay guys, so that is it for my tutorial on how to solve a Rubik's Cube, and like, share, enjoy, subscribe, and if you already know how to solve it, share it around. Thanks guys, see you later.